Today, I'm going to examine some of the core principles of Stoicism and how they relate to mental health, high sensitivity, and what we can learn from them as healing tools. So here are some basic principles of Stoicism. Dichotomy of control. Now, dichotomy is just a fancy word, y'all, for a division, a contrast. So there's a contrast of control. Understanding what is within our control versus what is not is where we find our freedom. The importance of focusing on our internal responses, not reactions, but responses, is very, very important, very worthwhile to focus on, because truly, rationally, what in the hell else do you think you're going to control if not your internal self, your responses to life, the good, the bad, and the ugly? Here are the 4 cardinal virtues of Stoicism: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Now, wisdom is the ability to judge correctly and live properly. I've got an episode coming out soon where I'm going to talk about judgment, because to look online, to read books in spirituality or psychology in the modern era is to think that judgment is entirely wrong. Negative, nasty, harsh judgment, sure. But the ability to judge correctly, appropriately, and make choices out of those judgments that we are forced to make moment to moment to moment is part of how we take care of ourselves as people. Part of how we navigate all of the contrast in the world. The next cardinal virtue is courage. Now, you have courage. You might not feel courageous right now in this moment, but you have courage, or you wouldn't have gotten all the way to here. Courage is a feeling. It is an idea. It is something that we feel after we show up for ourselves. When we face life's challenges with bravery, we might be scared as all hell. And after we face life's challenges, only after is when we feel this surge of courage, not before. Justice, another cardinal virtue of Stoicism. Justice is treating others fairly and with kindness. That's an interesting way to think about justice, isn't it? I think very often in modern life, we associate justice with punitive punishment, slap on the wrist, instead of treating others fairly and with kindness. What is just? Temperance, the last cardinal virtue. This is practicing moderation and self-control. I would say in our American culture, I don't know that we're very temperate. I don't know that practicing moderation is an American value at this point. Moderation and self-control are increasingly important in our modern era. We have phones, little computers connected to the entire world that are in our pockets, that we are on all day long. There's pornography out there, alcohol, all kinds of things that invite us to be out of moderation, to be out of self-control. Scrolling on your phone might seem like an easy thing to not put a lot of effort into thinking about, but that has a very big impact on our quality of life, on the amount of time that we are just burning away as we scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll. How are we to meet our goals? How are we to feel fulfilled if we don't honor this virtue of temperance? Temperance in food, sex, scrolling, television. I'm even hearing from some of my clients that neurologists are telling them to stop listening to podcasts sped up, because their brains can't take in any more information. They are having selective hearing, where their hearing turns off. There's no problem with the hardware in their ears. It's about our brains saying, enough, no more. I can't take any more information in. Wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These are the 4 cardinal virtues of Stoicism. Comment with the word Stoic to get a link to the full episode.